Life Began at 60 by Margaret Hathaway Zashki. An unfulfilled life is a tragedy. This book is affectionately dedicated to the people of Eau Claire Community United Church of Christ, who brought about the fulfillment of Lloyd's life work. Foreword. At the age of 60, Lloyd realized his lifetime ambition, and Margaret's dream for him came true. This book is the story of a man and a woman who enthroned an idea in their hearts, even before they were married, and never let it go until it was accomplished. At the age of 20, Lloyd felt called into ministry and enrolled in college as a ministerial student. But his plans were soon thwarted when his father died, and he was obligated to return home to support his mother and sisters. At the age of 25, he met Margaret, who came from Connecticut to visit relatives in his hometown in Michigan. They fell in love and were married 2 years later. Margaret's secret desire was to become a minister's wife, and she was sure Lloyd had all the qualifications of a minister, even when she first met him. But it took nearly 40 years for her dream to come true, years fraught with struggle and many heartaches, but years full of love and affection for each other, and perfect faith in God. They knew that God had a plan for them, and that it was their business to be ready when it pleased Him to open the door. At the age of 60, the curtain went up on a new play which produced a new life and a new career for Lloyd. Not many men at his age have the self-determination, zeal, and dedication that Lloyd possessed to play a new role. He had spent his entire life in the business world, working in many capacities, first as a tractor salesman, later as a collector for a large lumber company, then as an insurance salesman, followed by a stint as a foreman for a contractor in building barracks at an army base during World War II, and finally as the manager of roofing and installation of a large lumber company in Benton Harbor, all while he was being prepared for the time when he would be called to become the minister of the Community Congregational Church in Eau Claire. When the call came, Lloyd responded without hesitation. He was sensitive to the door which stood open before him, and he made no excuses. Margaret watched with expectancy and faith. She saw the door ajar and knew in her heart that this was the end of their groping. God indeed was going to answer her prayers for Lloyd. They both knew that this was the summer to the fulfillment of their soul's sincerest desire. Only a dream can give nobility to purpose.